Today we're going for a ride from Charlotte, North Carolina to Asheville, North Carolina in the Cadillac LYRIQ. It's all charged up to 100%, family's all ready to go, and we're hitting the road. We're going to make a quick stop to get a car wash. Electric cars have systems in them to protect against being towed while in neutral, which could damage the battery. If you read the owner's manual for the LYRIQ, you'll see there's a lot of warnings about the neutral setting of the car. Basically, it boils down to I've had it long enough, and putting it in neutral for a car wash the first time made me a little nervous. But basically, you just put it in neutral, and as long as you stay seated in the car, there's no problem. All clean and ready to hit the interstate, and for people to wave at us as we drive by. Happens all the time. She's a beautiful car. This past week, a couple of things happened. Kyle Connor got his hands on a Cadillac LYRIQ. If you're not familiar with him, he runs the Out of Spec Review YouTube channel, which is very popular among EV enthusiasts. He thought it was generally a good car, a little bit below a Mercedes in quality and features, but above a Model Y. He was also really impressed with the drive feel. He did go canyon carving up in Colorado, and he said the suspension wasn't really built for performance, which is pretty well known. The LYRIQ is not meant to be a sports vehicle, so he said for about 99% of the people that's not going to be an issue. So overall, he gave it good ratings. Also, Tom Malogny from the State of Charge YouTube channel also got his hands on a Cadillac LYRIQ. He did charging curve videos and videos for range tests. The charging curve that he released to his channel shows 20 to 80% charge. And there were significant drops during the charging curve, similar to the charging curve that I recorded about 2 months ago. So I unvoided that video because I had thought it was due to getting derated on the EVgo charging equipment, but it actually does look like it's a result of the LYRIQ's charging performance. So GM's got some work to do there. He also did a 0 to 100% charging curve, and although the video hasn't been dropped to his channel yet, there was a screenshot of it during an interview he did, and that video too is very similar to the charging curve that I did. Anyway, this is the first road trip we've done after we got the LYRIQ back from the shop, where the 12-volt battery issue was repaired. So we're a little bit apprehensive, but at some point you got to get on with your lives. So taking her out for a spin, going on up to the mountains, should be a good day. Asheville, North Carolina is a very popular destination for people living in the municipalities surrounding it, like Knoxville, Charlotte, Raleigh, North Carolina. Its altitude is 2,200 feet, so when you go there, the temperature drops pretty significantly. So it's a really nice place to go during the summertime. When the LYRIQ drops below 25 miles an hour, it begins to emit a melodic hum to warn pedestrians. Let's see if you could hear it. It's a distinctive way to warn pedestrians that a quiet electric car is coming. I really like it. So my wife got me a road trip cooler that's electric, which doesn't need any ice or ice packs. Plugs into the 12 volt, and then it keeps it cool. We brought our cake with us.
Set your phone on do not disturb and only allow calls from the phone.
It turned out we were able to make it from Charlotte all the way to Asheville, drive around a little bit to go to lunch, and then all the way back home on a single charge. I was pretty impressed. Okay, so we are safely on our way back. The LYRIQ was able to recover without a problem. Obviously, it's mostly just a head game when you come off something severe with the breakdown that we had, and you have to get back on the horse and just take the car out for a spin. She was fine. There was one little glitch in the infotainment after we finished eating lunch and got back in the car, but the thermostat was reading 102 on the outside temp, so it could have just been a heat glitch. We're not quite sure, but it snapped back after we gave it 3 minutes as we went inside and said our goodbyes. As far as the Kyle Connor and Tom Malogny video, I'll put that down in the description. If anyone wants to see the video, they do a very good overview of both of their experiences with the LYRIQ and the charging curve. As I said, Tom Malogny's charging curve has both lines for the 0 to 100 and the 20 to 80 charging curve on one image. So that's pretty helpful if anyone's looking for what the LYRIQ charging curve is. And strangely, Kyle Connor also did some charging in the LYRIQ, but he didn't have any glitches. He stayed at 190 kilowatts until it started to slowly slope down, which is basically what you would expect to see. So we're not quite sure what's going on with LYRIQ, but likely GM still's got some work to do, and they're being overly cautious with the charging electronics of the LYRIQ until it has a year or so under its belt, just to ensure there's no repeat from the historic Bolt fires from years of yore. I'm sure GM is still a little bit emotionally scarred over those. Also, for the electric cooler, if anyone's interested in an electric cooler for their road trips, I'll put the link to that in the description. And anyway, thanks very much for watching. We're going to close this one out as a successful road trip.